2016 has been a great year for university research projects that not only engage with the public through the fieldwork that helps deliver them, but also makes a tangible difference to the lives of real people up and down the country. In the second of the biannual Engage Awards, organised and run by the National Coordinating Centre for Public Engagement, 18 varied, inspiring and significant projects spanning 6 categories were nominated at the NCCPE's 2-day Public Engagement Conference in Bristol. The Engage Conference looked at how higher education can continue to work with external partners to deliver successful research, and the nominees discovered at the award ceremony held on the first evening whether their project had won. Entries for the Engage Awards 2016 spanned the length and breadth of Britain, but also reached out across the globe, and one of those concerned with global issues was the Turtle Project, run by Dr. Christophe Eizaguirre from Queen Mary University, London. The project sought to engage with younger and older communities on the island of Cape Verde to try to save the marine turtle from extinction. The island is the natural home of this species, which is now on the World Conservation Endangered Red List. The project was a runner-up in the Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics category, or STEM, and after the award ceremony I caught up with Christophe to talk more about the project. You didn't have a name for the project before you submitted it, did you?
Oh, that already reached you.
Uh-huh.
No, we didn't have a name for a project. It was very simple. We work with the protection of turtles, so we called it the Turtle Project.
So tell me about the turtles, because they're highly endangered and poaching is reducing the numbers to make them almost sort of unviable, aren't they? So talk to me about how important the marine turtle is to the ecology of its habitat.
So turtles are indeed very important for maintaining a viable ecosystem. Many species will feed on algae, which will basically prevent the algae to grow and dominate the entire ecosystem. So they will maintain this very diverse ecosystem. And we all know that diversity is very important. Turtle will also go to the beach and lay the eggs there. The shell of the eggs will bring nutrients that will also be important for crabs, for different small-scale ecosystem to maintain. So having them around in a large number is very important.
And when we talk about endangered species, I mean, how many roughly do we think are left now?
So there are only 7 species of marine turtles that exist. They have different distribution and different numbers. We work specifically with the loggerhead turtle, nesting on the beautiful archipelago of Cape Verde. And there we estimate that about 7,000 to 8,000 turtle will come back nesting every year. So the population of nesting will be about 7,000 to 8,000.
And what would be a healthy population, do you think? I mean, impossible to say in some ways, but at what point do you think we could maybe feel slightly more relaxed about their future?
So historical record would say that we had easily 15 to 20. So this is where we should be to have a very healthy population. So we would need to more than double the population at this stage.
So from the project's point of view, where was your starting point? Education? Practical intervention? I mean, where did you start?
I started with arrogant science. I thought I knew everything better than NGOs. I went with one of my PhD students to Cape Verde, recognized I knew nothing. And it really is, I knew nothing. I knew the biology of the species, but I didn't know about their behavior. I didn't know where to find them. It is not that trivial. So we very, very quickly recognized that we needed to team up with people that have the local knowledge, which means the local communities and the NGOs.
Okay, so you arrive at Cape Verde, you know nothing. Mm-hmm. How did you learn?
Talking, so learning a bit of Portuguese first. No, it really is about talking. So we went to talk to local authorities. So there's an amazing research institute working on development and fisheries, which is called the INDP. That was our first contact point. So learned a lot from them. Then we went on the islands where there were most turtles, and therefore talked to NGOs there and again local authorities. So everything went through dialogue. We spent several weeks without seeing a single turtle,
really?
but talking to a lot of people.
Now, elephants, we understand why they get poached, for the ivory. Tigers, for the skins. Why do turtles get poached?
Yeah, so it's a very traditional poaching, so there's no real trading for them. So for celebration, local population will take turtles. So they're going to eat the inner organs, the liver mainly. They will leave actually the carapace on the beach. So what would seem a priori with the largest value, they won't take it. So it really is for meat.
So that's about education, isn't it, in the end?
Only about education, everything. Again, the NGOs have done amazing. They really switched from repression, having the military bases on the beach, walking with machine guns to chase poachers away, into education, going to school, going to high school. We brought up the university into the protection, but it is everything about education.
And how engaged have those communities been? Were they very welcoming, or were they sort of slightly defensive about the position you were taking?
So very interestingly, Cape Verde is made of 10 different islands, and each island has its own problem. On some island there will be poaching only of adult turtle, on other only of nest, on other island of both. So the structure of the communities on the island was very important, and it really we still have some like resisting places where the tradition is so strong that poaching is still intense. But most of the time, because we've engaged with local students, they return to their community, so they could tell their parents, their friends, their families to not kill a turtle because they were the tool for their research. And the fact that there was the involvement of local communities, of a few people, was really key to integrate a community and spread the word.
So where does the project go now? Because something like this, presumably it doesn't stop until we've got a healthy number of marine turtles in the world.
Yes, so definitely moving forward. From the conservation point of view, we want to be present on all different islands. We want to be present on all communities, thanks to, again, those amazing NGOs. Maybe if I may cite a few of them. So Turtle Foundation, which is present in Indonesia, in Cape Verde, with a headquarters in Switzerland and Germany, really, really stunning. Mayo Foundation Biodiversity, which is led, the president of it is in Bath University, Tamas Chekali, amazing person. Project Sal Biodiversity, led by young people, really motivated, that are facing actually the highest rate of poaching, but fighting hard and doing amazing. So we want to engage with them as much as possible. We want to support them because they are the people on site doing great. With all of that, we do record so much, we collect so much data that we have now what I think is one of the largest data sets that has been collected on turtles, and we are making this publicly available. We're going to have a very user-friendly platform where all the data will be available. Anyone interested in conducting studies will have access to the size of the turtle, the location of the nest, the size of the nest, the genetic code. So we're going to make all of that available. We're going to have a number of activities that school teachers will be able to use and recreate, explain how a healthy ecosystem function, what are ocean currents. So we're going to really work on this platform a lot, and we're going to continue collecting data.
And does the project include tagging the animals?
Yes, we did deploy a number of telemetric tools to track the turtles. So by now we have 25 that we can go online and track, which will also be available on our platform. And I've just seen that one of them, called Nushko, which is the local Nutella in Cape Verde, has just returned to Sierra Leone.
So have you named them all?
We named them all, yes. Mango, Nushko, and a number of very local delicacies.
That's amazing.